want to listen to the...
Right, okay, I'm in Bannerman's club somewhere in Edinburgh. I'm talking to Gizella, an Italian band, +1.
Yes.
So when I say your name, put your hand up and shout, present! Right, Fabio, put your hand up and shout present. Go, present.
Shout
Here? Right,
yeah.
Okay. Jade?
Present.
You don't look present. And Luca?
Yeah, present.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. That's really disgusting.
I was just to change the way.
Right, Jade, I actually don't know where you're from, but we'll get to you in a minute. Okay. Now, you boys are from Florence.
Yeah.
Not the machine.
Yeah.
No.
No.
That place is widely known as the Renaissance place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where that kicked off.
Yeah, exactly.
And where Mona Lisa got her smile.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
how do you think Mona Lisa got her smile?
I don't know. I just think they stole us Mona Lisa, because I was speaking with Jay the other day about Mona Lisa's smile, and she told me it's a proper female shit, something like that. I don't know what to say about Mona Lisa's smile.
Apart from it's a female shit.
Yeah, exactly. Because they stole Mona Lisa. Napoleon stole Mona Lisa, so we don't want to see anymore. I mean, if they fuck our girls, they can stick with them.
Oh right, okay. I never expected that answer. But the Da Vinci Code, that came from there as well.
Yeah.
The Gucci label and Florence Nightingale. Now Florence seems to be a bit of a triumph for like world trendsetters. Do you take influence from all these people?
I don't think so.
Not at all?
Not at all.
How are you? How good are you at like sorting a
Yeah.
bandage? What about you, Fabio? You're just sitting there thinking,
Yeah, because my English is very, very, very bad.
Speaking Italian then.
Ah, okay.
Scottish is probably. I mean, our Scottish is worse than our English.
I think my English is worse than yours, to be honest.
Oh,
Right. So like, if you feel the need to answer in Italian, you can, okay? Right, so I've got a thing for you.
Yeah.
Right, boys, I'm going to need your help here.
They're away for a fag.
Oh no, another here, come on. Do you know the countdown theme tune? You do, right, okay. Pen, take a pen, piece of paper,
Yeah.
paper, pen, black or red.
Yeah.
Right, you've got 30 seconds, because they're from Florence and because they're artists, 30 seconds to
He's an
draw,
artist.
to give your interpretation of the Mona Lisa, starting from now. The 50 seconds. 50 seconds. 50 seconds. That was rubbish. That's you, time's up. Right. Put your Jade, wait. Hide your drawings, Jade, you go first, put your drawing. Well, don't put it right up, but just hold it up and describe to us your interpretation of the Mona Lisa.
I'm basically looking at the real kind of image past the smile and showing that she was obviously quite deranged.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Lisa Simpson's had her first period or something like that. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay.
That's what came to mind.
That's not bad for 30 seconds. Well done, Jade.
AJ,
Right.
well done. My interpretation is kind of. It's like Italian girls rapped by a French guy, so it's kind of shit.
Are those nipples or a pair of
nipples
eyes?
and the cock, 'cause, you know.
And
As I told you, if a French guy just stole one of our most famous girls, they can stick with them.
so, like, what are the horns about?
Yeah, it's like here, I guess.
Okay.
Or devil's corns, I don't know.
Okay, and Fabio, you can answer in Italian. You can tell us in Italian what this means.
Italian speaks Carabocchio.
Right.
Speaks Carabocchio.
And that's it. Is that some sort of like Italian cuisine?
It's something you do just for.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
And I noticed you use the technique of
Yeah,
like putting
yeah.
the pen in your mouth. Oh,
This one is bad.
that's actually quite good.
Yeah.
No, considering you just used your mouth, that's
Yeah.
very good. I'll give them a round of applause. Woo! Everybody's left.
Thank you, Fabio.
Right. So you're a psychedelic band. Well, you
Kinda.
Well,
Yeah.
you like to. Well, that's what your info says. Could you tell me like what's your influences and like who got like how you got to like what drove you to become in a band or a psychedelic band?
Influence. Fabio's answer first.
I don't know.
There's a lot of influences.
Well, yeah.
We were speaking about Sid Barrett before because he has to find out vinyl from Sid Barrett.
Yeah, but I don't play guitar. I play a drum.
Right, okay.
I mean, it's not a kind of real psychedelic band. It's more garage with some psyche influences in between. Obviously, I take influences from all the bands came out from California since like late 90s since now, because I think it's the best way to play like a grunge guitar, garage guitar, like reverberate vocals and stuff like that. And I don't know, most of my influences come also from the 60s, because was a real huge scene of psychedelic garage, like Nuggets. You see the compilation called Nuggets Psychedelic Era. I think most influences come from the 60s and from the late 90s till now, from California scene, something like that.
Cool. So you're a relatively new band as well. You're only like a year old.
Yeah,
You've already
1 year
toured.
old.
You've already toured like major cities in Europe. In fact, you could say you've already toured Europe.
Yeah.
How has that progressed you as a band?
Yeah, we started 1 year ago, as you correct said, and I mean, we tour all the Europe. As we speak yesterday, we Jade. We try to make progress. Every tour has to be more important, like less gigs but better gigs. Like I don't know, this tour is really tiring because we are playing like 14 gigs in a row, and maybe next time we're gonna play something like best gigs around Scotland, best gigs around England, and get more fees and get more crowd.
It's really testing the water, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
The first two you done was a lot smaller than this in UK,
Yeah,
and this one's been quite intense, but it's been a good experience for you as well.
yeah, it's a great experience.
Seeing where it works and.
So do you tour with them round Europe, or are you just part of the UK?
Scottish tour.
For the Scottish tour?
Yeah, he's the Scottish manager.
Are you the Scottish manager? The Scottish, yeah. You don't look Scottish. I'm like, no, but how do you find like their music has like been? What's the word I'm looking for? How do you think it's been appreciated here in Scotland?
I think it's been appreciated really well. We've tried to kind of keep the supports with bands that are playing the same kind of vibe, and their fans are appreciating it a lot, and that's worked really well.
Yeah.
We've had one guy who's done 4 of the 5 dates as well, the Rag and Bone man. He's been brilliant, and yeah, I think it's worked well with keeping the style.
Yeah, it was an important part of our Scottish tour to have a good support band, because they can drag people into venues, also can make the show better, because we also played with another good band from Dundee, the Sugar, right?
Yeah, Sugar.
The Sugar from Dundee, they support us in two gigs on 5. And also Rag and Bone Man is the most impressive support we had, because it's a real one-man band, but with a strong blues influences, like White Stripes, more rough, something like that.
So like your style of music, you could say it's stereotypical from the 60s, it's stereotyped from the 60s. How do you find your sound has been, do you think the psychedelic genre is having a renaissance, let's just say, like now?
Yeah, I think so, because in particular in the United States, there's a lot of bands coming out, just becoming famous, just following a flash of other bands. I mean, I don't know how to explain, but if you think just about the Tame Impala, they're a proper psychedelic band. They seems like to play a new Magical Mystery Tour album, and they became really famous. It is important, because if a band like Tame Impala became famous, other good number of bands will show up and with could have the chance to become famous. I mean, our band is not a stereotypical 60s band. It's kind of old school way to play sometimes, but we also try to put some new stuff. Like I think the primitive idea of this band was like to play two pieces band, but in a different way, not just thinking about okay, we are two, we have to play strong riff and we have to play like White Stripes or Black Keys. No, not at all. I have several pedals, want to make every song different sound, and like this is the primitive idea. Playing tuba, like we will be three on stage or something like that.
Yeah. So how does the sound, or how does the crowd quality the crowd quality how do the crowds differ from, like, say back home in Florence than say here in Scotland? To like, is there a difference?
Yeah, of course.
Apart from the language, of course.
Yeah, of course, apart from the language, but it's kind of better because we need to improve our English because we have to play in front of English people, of course. But in Florence, obviously, we are a local band, so we can drag more people just because people know us. But of course, it's less exotic. If we play in Edinburgh, if we play in London, as we played, it's kind of exotic because we are from Italy. Maybe sometimes people could be interested just because we came from a different part of Europe. Sometimes it happens, like in Florence when we host some band from Denmark. I don't know. People is interested in them just because they come from a different part of Europe. So I think
it's a novelty of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you mean by that?
Just the novelty of their kind of sound, the way they do it, and even just a lot of the places they're going, it's like it's something a bit different, especially in Scotland. Like some of the venues we've done have been a bit smaller, and it's to have, like, to go to Perth with Italian psychedelic band and stuff, it kind of opens people's eyes a wee bit and they pay a bit of attention, whereas normally if it was just another local band or that, they'd probably not pay attention.
Well, to be fair, you've made the effort. Like, you're Italian and you've come across, like, you're only a year old, and like you've already toured Europe, which is, like, in my mind, it's actually pretty big, because you've made the effort, you've made the commitment. And you can only get better through this experience because you're playing different areas, and then you realise who appreciates your sound more.
Yeah.
So, where did you get your name, Gizella? Is it like Godzilla with dyslexia or something?
Yeah, it's like the name of the monster. I mean, for people who doesn't know anything about us, it's like the name of the monster without the E, and you have to put the exclamation point. But the name came from the nothing special. It's just a name. Go Zilla.
Okay.
Kind of garage name.
Fabio, he's doing some of his own masterpiece.
Yeah, Fabio is the artist.
Right, Fabio, Lucas, and Jade. Thanks for talking to MeltedBeetle.com. Thanks very much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.